This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Hi there friends, welcome back to my channel. This is my first video of 2022 and I thought it would only be fitting to kind of reflect on all of my best thrift finds of 2021 in today's video. Since we've done a ton of thrifting together, it was very hard to narrow it down to just 10 pieces, but at the end of the day, I kind of pulled my pieces that I thought were like my golden unicorns, the pieces that are the most unique. Most of them are vintage or designers and really reflected my personality. A lot of them aren't even like the trendiest pieces I found necessarily, but a lot of them I think are pieces that are going to be in my wardrobe for many years to come. And you guys will just get to come along on this sort of reflective journey with me of what my favorite pieces were that I thrifted this past year. Now let's jump into my top 10 thrifted pieces of 2021. My first best thrift find of 2021 is actually my most recent find. It's this vintage Dior trench coat. Surprisingly, I don't find a ton of designer things while thrifting. I have a collection of them over the years, but I can say I probably only thrifted a small handful of pieces this year that are designer. Several of which I will show you, but this was definitely my fave designer find of all time because it's such a classic, practical closet staple. It's super chic. I think it can really pull any outfit together. So I like that it just has a timelessness to it, and that's why it's in my top 10. I find a ton of trench coats and have a couple already in my wardrobe, but I really thought this one was special because it is so well made and it is Dior. I just styled it up with a pair of vintage Levi's I thrifted this year, layered on this vintage sweater I thrifted in 2020, and a collared little shirt from H&M I also got a couple years ago. I just like the collar aspect of it. I also thrifted this bag in 2021, and then I've really been loving berets lately, so I just threw on this beret, little socks, and loafer action. While this is not like a statement item, I just again feel like it's something that I will never get rid of and will just be a closet staple forever. I picked up this 70 set at a local antique booth market. It kind of gives me a little bit of like a Missoni meets Gucci vibe. I was debating on a brown or white boot, and I originally wore this with a brown boot, but I actually liked it even better with these white kitten heel tall boots I have. I thrifted these years ago in Nashville, and because I was feeling a little bit of like a 70s power boss moment, I kind of went with what my version of like a briefcase would be. Honestly, you don't want to do too much with this outfit because it is such a statement, but I love the colors of it because it is kind of more muted. If this was in like a bunch of bright colors, I feel like it would look a little bit too costumey, but this to me looks like something that a high-end designer like Gucci or Missoni would sell. It's just such a cool piece that, again, I feel like I'll have in my wardrobe forever because it is vintage and kind of just like a unique, quirky piece that you can never get rid of. Before we move on, I want to introduce today's video sponsor, which is Squarespace. I'm bringing my Squarespace partnership into 2022 and continuing to tell you guys all about their platform, which I use to host my website, tailormadestyle.com. With Squarespace, you can create whatever website you want. It's completely customizable, and they have a bunch of preset templates that you can choose from. And one of my favorite things about the Squarespace platform is that you can purchase your domain directly from them, or if you already have a domain like I did, you can transfer it with a couple clicks of a button. It's super easy. So if you want to join me over on Squarespace in 2022, you can go to squarespace.com for your free trial, and when you're ready to launch your website, you can go to squarespace.com/tailormadestyle to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Another statement piece for my number 3 spot, and you guys were with me when I found this at the Family Thrift here in St. Louis. I've pinned the Saks Potts fur trimmed jacket for like 2 years and have always been looking for something similar, and this just like hits every mark for me, and I feel fabulous. I feel like a Hollywood movie star, or just like, I don't know, one of those hot girls I see on Pinterest. Like, I am the hot girl on Pinterest. I feel like you kind of need to style this with pieces that won't be totally swallowed by the jacket. So I kind of just went for it, but I went for a neutral color palette. I got these sort of shiny faux snakeskin pants at a vintage market before I left Nashville, and then I did just this plain white top. Went with a brown boot. I thought it helped sort of elongate my legs since the pants were also brown, and then same bag from the last outfit. This piece just makes me feel so confident. I feel super glam, super trendy. I feel like I am the hot girl on Pinterest that everybody wants to be, and maybe that is my vibe for 2022. Now for something completely different, and oh how I wish it was actually warm enough for me to go outside in a summery dress with sandals and a straw bag. It is currently 40 degrees outside, so I'll have to wait, but this was one of my absolute favorite vintage finds from 2021. I got it at the Nashville flea market right before I left. This is just like my ideal dress for the summer. It's super breathable because it has like this crochet lace in the middle. This was the dress I put on when I just didn't want to think about what to wear. I just threw it on with the same accessories literally every time. It's just a piece that I think I'm going to have for a really long time because it's so well made and just kind of timeless. So here's to wishing it warms up soon so I can start wearing this again. My next 2021 thrifted favorite are these epic swirly pants. I thrifted them on my birthday thrift trip that I did at the beginning of last year. They're a super trendy piece. There are so many brands right now that are selling these like super funky, sort of swirly patterned pants. And I love that I didn't like give in and go buy the swirly pants that everybody has, but I was still on trend by having my own unique pair that I probably got for like, honestly, $6, and they have served me very well over the last year. I typically style them up with just like a black cropped sweater that I have on now. I did these Zara boots I got on ThredUp, a simple black little baguette bag, and then I remembered that I had this 70s suede and like fur jacket that I haven't worn in forever because it's definitely a statement piece, but I feel like it goes along with, again, kind of like the 70s psychedelic vibe of the pants. But these pants just make me so happy. I couldn't contain my excitement when I found these, and I still just feel giddy when I wear them. sorry, sorry, but it should be a crime for me to feel this hot in a $5 dress. And this is absolutely the best dress I thrifted in all of 2021. And I wore it on our vacation. We went to Mexico and I wore this to dinner one night and I just felt so good in it. The silhouette of this dress is like, I need to just wear this silhouette every single day because it hits me in all of the right places. All of my assets are at their full potential in this dress. This is a early 2000s, maybe late 90s Betsy Johnson dress. So I was so stoked when I found this. Because it is more of a statement, I just chose to do simple black accessories. Honestly, one of my favorite finds of all time because every time I put it on, I just fall back in love with it. Number 7 on my favorite thrift finds of 2021 is another Dior piece, and it is this vintage, probably 80s Dior sweater. I really leaned into a lot of collegiate sort of stylings this year, so I love that this kind of gave me that like schoolgirl vibe. In the fall, I did it with some sheer tights, but this is how I would prefer to style it, just open leg, feeling free with this vintage skirt I also picked up in 2021. Socks and loafers again, and this convertible backpack. I thrifted a ton of sweaters in 2021, but I think this one is my favorite because I love the color. 2, it's obviously vintage Dior, so it's such a good find. And 3, it's so comfortable and really versatile. This was a winner of 2021. My next favorite thrifted piece of 2021 is this black blazer. And maybe you're thinking a black blazer kind of sounds boring, but this one has full-on fringe in the front and goes all the way to the back. It reminds me of like Michael Jackson, 80s, but is such a cool take on just a basic black blazer. You could truly style this up with anything, but I opted to go with kind of like an edgy casual styling. The edgy factor really comes in with these pleather pants that I got in 2020, I believe, at the end of the year on Poshmark. They're originally Free People, and I just love the fit of them. They're kind of like a relaxed fit, super high waist. And then my black platform Converses, these were a staple of 2021 and will continue to be a staple of 2022. Not thrifted, but just thought I'd throw that out there that it was one of my favorite pieces that I found in 2021. I have them in several colors and I love them. An 80s tee that I thrifted here in St. Louis, and then this vintage bag that I've had since like 2016. I love that it goes nicely with the orange in the shirt. This is again just another like badass, powerful outfit, and that's why I love this jacket so much, because it is truly one of the most unique blazers I've ever found while still being like subtle and fun. So in 2021, I absolutely fell in love with color. I've always loved color, but I just really embraced pairing a lot of different colors together and having a lot of fun with that. And one place I was really lacking in when it came to colorful pieces were my shoes. So I picked up these Marc Jacobs glitter heels at a consignment store in Tampa. They are such a statement piece, and I thought I wouldn't be able to get a ton of wear out of them, but I actually have worn them with so many different things, especially because there is a lot of pink in my wardrobe. I have a basic pair of dark wash Levi's ribcage jeans, this lavender sweater that I layered over the same colored shirt, and then I thrifted this light blue jacket at Family Thrift as well. Family Thrift is really coming through for this video, and I just thought it paired so well with all the other colors going on. I was also recently gifted this vintage lavender bag. I thought it obviously went perfectly with the sweater and all the other colors in this outfit, but they're just so fun and I love the glitter. Here's a little better look at them. Just gorgeous. I love the heel shape too. The glitter is everything. My 10th and final best thrift find from 2021 is a closet staple, and it's this Coach bag in this super like neutral camel color. This style of Coach bag has been re-emerging. I actually remember when this style came out. It was probably like early 2000s. I remember like girls in middle school had this bag with the classic like Coach logo all over it. It's perfect if you just want to carry it in your hand or if you want to slide it over your shoulder. So this bag got a lot of use just because it goes with pretty much anything. I decided to do a sort of casual, almost summer suit with it. So this one is just very chic, and that's how I view this bag. It's just like a good chic throw on to top off any outfit, and it was probably my most used item, honestly, of 2021. So that is it, guys. My best thrift finds of 2021. Thank you guys again for coming along on this thrifting journey with me in 2021, and hopefully continuing with me into 2022. We are going to thrift a lot this year, and I'm excited to see what we can find and where this journey takes us. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel and turn on those post notifications to get notified every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. You can also follow me on Instagram at TaylorMadeStyle, where I style up all of my thrift finds and post some everyday life. And until next week, bye!